EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Throwing, Winston, eluding the pressure right. It's caught, Shepard, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Ready? Blue ready. We got it. Green, cover C. Green, cover C. Right over there. Yeah. Right there. Quit talking about it and bring it. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, stop. Tommy.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It's third down.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return, and the Bears take over. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second down and goal. Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 3.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Bears push further out in front. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Switch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Under 10. 10. Come on. Sunday. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Flip it. You got tight. White. Let him go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Flip it. 58 to Mike. 58. Let him go.
1st down, Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's not going to get me. 58, boy. 58. Let's go.
Now Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Jameis to throw it. Leaping, and he makes the grab. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
General West.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert, 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 alert.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. Just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Green, Triple C. Check this one, short. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Mike, got up. Mike,
they're indeed going. It's Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Target.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go play action with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Watch the shit. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shit. Tight go. Check 13.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 95 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Next to score, Bears 24, Giants 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch it.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game. Helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Kill. Check. Alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
This is Gabriel out on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mike Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Switch. Hey, stop. Okay. Sonny, let's go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Hatch it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
The first down throw for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 60 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down,
52.
Giants.
Pick the edge. Come. Kill.
This is Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Check 26, check 26. White. Flip it. Let's go now. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on second down. Winston, he's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss out to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Second and 10. At the Bears' 11-yard line.
Kill.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Green, triple C. And 58 is a mouthful, echo. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Now Winston on 4th down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.